All right, let's see if we can figure out this switch to. Um, it's funny how this console doesn't come with an instruction manual. You get the like the health and safety information and usage guidelines, but it doesn't come with an instruction manual on how to hook up the system. And it should be self-explanatory, but I was trying to find where to plug in the power cable on this thing, and I can't find it because it comes with like UBC to UBC cable, and I guess this is the power cable for the console, but I can't find a UBC port on this actual thing, unless you're not supposed to connect the USB-C cord to the dock. Maybe the USB cord only connects to the console, but since there's no instruction manual, I guess it's a guessing game. Let me just pull this out. So this is the actual console. There's definitely a USB-C plug there at the top. So let's just... is this thing even already fully charged? I'm not sure. Okay, so this is supposed to be magnet, right? This is supposed to just attach. that's their selling point. Now you don't have to press a button. It's just gonna... Well, you do have to press the button, I guess, to disconnect it. But it's cool, though, how it just connects. So... how do you disconnect? Oh, you do have to press a button. You have to press this, I think. Oh, okay. Okay, there's like a little nudge there. When you press it, it just pushes it away, so you can grab it before it reconnects. But yeah, this is the main selling point here, apparently. It looks bigger than the regular Switch. Let me turn it on. Let me see if there's even a charge on this thing. Where's the power button? Yeah, it is so strange. It doesn't come with a manual. It's like it. I mean, it's quite strange. They're trying to save on paper, I guess. They don't want to pay for that shit. Okay, I'm pressing the power button. Okay, it's turning on. Okay, so I'm setting it up now. I'm gonna go ahead and set this up. I guess I'll just set it up in handheld mode. Let me grab the regular Switch so you can see the comparison. So this is the Switch 2, and this is the Switch 1. It's actually not even that much bigger. Isn't there like a Switch XL? I'm not sure. I mean, I only have one Switch. So yeah. It's not that much bigger. I mean, the coolest thing about this new Switch is that both the left side and the right side of the console now is black instead of the, what you call this, blue and red. Alright, so let me just set this up. US, English. Region. User agreement. This is where Nintendo is saying that they can brick your console if you do anything weird to it. And you can't sue them. Let's connect to the internet, okay. Let's get this done. And how much... I don't see the battery indicator, so I'm not even sure if this thing is fully charged. Oops. Let's see if I remember the password to my internet. And the good thing about now having the switch through is I can retire the regular switch. I can put that away. So it doesn't. There's no problem with, you know, having a redundant console sitting there, because it. I mean, from what I'm not sure. Maybe I should have done a little bit more research on this, but supposedly it can play all of the games from the regular Switch, right? So I'll make sure to verify that before I put this like in the box, the old Switch back into its box. I have to find the password to my internet because I don't remember. So let me just go ahead and do that. Yeah, because everything is already set pretty much at home, so I don't have a lot of new devices to hook up, you know, so when it's asking me for the password, I'm just like, Password? I think this is the password, but I can check that here and get the correct password. Okay, yeah, I got it. Wrong password, got it. Re-enter password, yes. Let me see what my password actually is. Okay. Oops. That should work. Successful. Okay. Let's see what it does next. About to download update data. You can continue setting up while upload downloads. It's just, there's nothing going on the screen really. It's just asking for time zone, Vancouver. I don't know if I like the analog stick here. It's still, even though it's like, it's not much of an improvement compared to the old Switch. It's basically the same. It's basically the same thing. Only yeah, it's basically the same thing. It's not an upgrade from the first Switch. With Nintendo Switch 2, you can play games whenever you want, however you want. I can do that with all of my consoles, really. And I can do that definitely with the the Steam Deck. The system can stand in whatever angle you like. Pull out the rear stand. Okay, so I guess the manual is when you turn on the system, it guides you through all these features. I was kind of scared that when you pull this, there's some resistance, so I don't want that. I don't want to snap it, break it and shit. But that's cool. Okay, the stand is longer now. Here, instead of like that little on the first switch, it was just. I'll show you here. It's just this. So more support. You can now connect the AC adapter to the top of the system. So yeah, this is how they didn't even say, like, they should put on top of the box. Turn on the system and we will guide you through the installation. Something like that. There was nothing like that in the box of the console. It's like it's I was a little perplexed. Now I opened it, I was looking for a manual, there's no manual. I was looking for the power input for the dock and there was none. So but yeah, what was it asking me to? Okay, now I can connect the USB-C to USB-C. This is pretty fancy. Okay, but notice how short this cord is though. So it wants me to connect this to my power source. Where is... But I like what they're doing now with the power cord. You know how it's basically just, you can, if something happens to it, you can just buy your own USB-C to USB-C. But I'm not sure if this one is proprietary. Not sure if you can use the Apple USB-C plug. Now let me go ahead and plug this in. The closest power source to me is right here. Let's see if it's long enough. Okay. It's long enough for me to hold it like right here, so. Okay, so that's plugged in. I don't see any indicator that's telling me that something's happening, it's charging or whatever. I don't see anything on the screen. I'm gonna hit OK. Using stand. Okay. Detach. Okay, now they want me to detach the right hand Joy-Con. You press this button and then you pull to the side. Okay. Oh, I need to... I wasn't supposed to attach these things to begin with, I guess, I suppose. Or they just trying to teach you how to do this? Okay, and then pull. Okay, oh, and they want you to... Oh, that's why they're teaching you about the stand, because they want you to just put it in front of you. Okay, I need to angle it a little bit more. Okay. There's a lot of resistance when you pull the that back stand. So, all right. Select next with the controller you removed. So press A. Do you want to connect to a TV and play on the larger screen? Duh. I mean, here's the funny thing about the Switch. I've never really played the Switch on handheld mode. And besides, the performance on handheld mode is shit anyway. And I heard that on the Switch too. I think max the screen is only 1080p. Why would you want to play anything 1080p when the promise here is 4K? You know? So, but that's just me. You know, I like to play games at home. I like to play games on my high resolution screen. I've brought the Switch to a couple of appointments when I first got it, and that was pretty much it. The same with the what's it called, the Valve, not Index. What is the Valve one? Yeah, that Valve handheld also. I barely what is it called? Deck. See, I mean, I don't use it that much. I don't even remember the name. But I use the deck more than I use the Switch away. Well, I play my PC games with my big screen, but like the deck, I only use it in the bedroom. Like so the deck is pretty much sitting in my bedroom. So and the occurrence of me playing the deck is like minimal also. It's only when I'm feeling down, I'm just laying in the bedroom and I just want to play something, and that doesn't happen very often. So there's that. But yeah, that's not really the selling point for me, So, but I like the deck though. You can do a lot of things with it, and gaming on the deck. The cool thing about the deck is performance is great. It looks great, and you're playing all these high-end PC games on it, and they still look great. Connect to a TV. Okay, I'm going to connect it to a TV. Okay, so it's telling me I need the dock. Okay. So yeah, this is the actual manual. Is like when you turn on the system. So they say you need the dock, you need the ultra high-speed HDMI cable. They're really trying to show you that this is 4K. Ooh, because it's a ultra certified cable HDMI ultra speed. There's like a sticker that says ooh 4K. So you need this. You need the USB-C cable that I'm connecting to the power source and the adapter. Okay. If you connect the AC adapter to the switch 2, unplug it now. Okay. Unplugging it. And now it says open the back of the dock. How do you open it? It doesn't even tell you. I mean, a lot of these things they don't, because it's new, you don't want to break it. You know what I'm saying? How do you open it? Oh, okay, just pull from the top. Okay, so this is how you open it. Since Nintendo is not going to tell you how to open it, there's like the slot there. There's a slot here at the top in the back of the dock. You just put your finger in there and then you pull. Not too hard because it seems like there's a connector down here, so you don't want to break that. But Nintendo is not going to teach you how to do that apparently. So this is what I was looking for earlier. The AC adapter is right here in the back. So I need to connect this to the back of the console, just like the old Switch. And I just couldn't see a place where I can open earlier. And then the HDMI cable goes here. So I got to be careful with this because I don't have a lot of space in front of me. So let me remove sharp things. Let me put this down here. Hopefully Suki's not going to run in here and scratch the screen. But let me connect the USB, the Ultra HDMI cable. And then I should be able to show you because I already have the game capture ready for console. So let me put this in here. And I heard that this is not even HDMI 2.1, so you don't get HDR or anything. Nintendo is always behind the tech-wise, Hook it up to my receiver. Okay, and let's see what it says next. What to do next? Then hit next again. Connect the dock to your TV as shown. Okay, that's done. Check if the image appears after docking the system. Okay, so I need to make sure I set this up. I have to turn on the screen here so I can keep up with my stream. Okay. Let's switch this real quick. It's on view aux. It should show up here, and then okay, not yet. Okay, so let me slowly. Like I said, there's resistance with the stand, so when I push it down, it just snaps out, scares the shit out of me. Okay, so I'm supposed to put this down in here. And it's supposed to show a image on the screen. There it is. Okay, and I'm gonna show that. Let me just switch to that real quick here. Oh, how do I do this? Oh, I can just do it here. That's fine. I just need to move this over here. Wasn't ready for this part. Oops. Okay. So if I do a capture, yep, there it is. So what is it saying now? Check the image, it appears, success, yes. You can use the accessory that came with the system to hold the Joy-Con 2 in multiple ways. View attachment guide. When attached to a grip, a pair of Joy-Con 2 function as a single controller. Okay, we'll do that now, and I'll show you the new vertebrae for that. Which is pretty much like it's the same chintzy thing that you get with Switch 1. It's basically the same material and everything. Okay. Connect both of them. The only difference is that snap thing that Nintendo is obsessed about, the magnetic bullshit. Okay, next. Remove, and then they're teaching you how to remove again. How do you remove it now? Oh, it's down here. Yeah. Okay. You can use the straps when you hold the Joy-Con in each hand. So the straps are fancier, that's for sure. I guess they have magnets now for the straps. Let's try one. Let's see here. I mean, they're using like really powerful magnets. If they're confident that this is gonna stay. Okay. How? Oh, push it up from down here and then... What? It doesn't go. Oh, because I got it upside down. Okay, here we go. Almost broke the controller. So yeah, I guess they're pretty confident with this. Yeah, it's definitely an upgrade when it comes to the strap. The strap is an upgrade. Can you connect it to the console with the strap? Probably not. Now, how do I remove it? Same thing. Okay. All right. Well, since I'm an adult, I don't need the strap. Okay, let's see. Yep, same thing. Remove it. Choose a style. You can choose it anytime. What does it mean? Choose a style. What do you mean by that? Oh, if you wanna. What? Choose a style. You can change it anytime. This is just saying you can play it as a handheld, You can play it as a screen, or you can play it on your TV. Okay. Ready to update system? Go ahead and update it. Yeah, it even feels like the Switch 1 thingamajig controller. You know, you don't want to play like using this at all. So, okay, it looks like it's updating the game. I mean the console. It's restarting. Looks like. So I'll switch back to this. Okay, update complete. Start system transfer. Oh, what? Okay, that's cool. How do I? Oh, okay. When you transfer systems, your data will be copied from one system to the next, so you can easily pick up playing where you left off. Screenshot video system settings. Okay. Let's do a system transfer, I guess. How do I do that? Let me get the old switch. If you have a micro, don't tell me that this thing doesn't come with one. I would be pretty pissed off. Hold on. If you have a micro SD, you can insert. What? Hold on now. How to insert? What is the gigabyte on the system? How many gigabyte is in this console? It doesn't say. You know what? I just realized that it doesn't really tell you how much space it has. That's quite fascinating. I mean, I'm sure that I can find where is it at? Ooh, the micro SD card is underneath the stand, like right here. You have to flip open the stand, like, to access it. I know I have one, so let me go look for it. I guess. Let me look for it. Okay, so apparently I'm not ready for this. I don't have a micro SD. I know I have one. I have a spare one that I bought for a picture frame that wasn't working properly, so I wasn't using it. So I know I have it somewhere. I just can't find it. So it's somewhere in this room, potentially. And that was a while back. We got a picture frame, a digital picture frame, as a housewarming gift. And that picture frame actually requires you to use a micro SD card. So I bought one. But it wasn't working properly. The picture frame wasn't working properly. So I know Because I just looked at the picture frame and it wasn't inside the picture frame. Let me double check though. It wasn't inside the picture frame. So it's got to be out somewhere. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't know that this thing requires you to have a micro SD card. Which is a little surprising to me. I don't even know how big of a... I guess we can check the system memory for the switch. Storage size. It has 256 gigabyte. That should be more than enough. Hopefully I can still do the transfer, but we shall see. I'm just gonna go ahead and give up on this because I wasn't, yeah, like I said, this is okay. So I think that I read that wrong, and that website that I went to definitely didn't have the right information. I think you can still do a system transfer without having the micro SD Express, because it doesn't make any sense to me how you can't if you don't have that. Because I think this is just telling you if you have additional, if you have that, put it in there. So, but if you don't have that, if you hit skip, let me see here. You're still doing a system transfer. See, that was what confused me, because I was like, oh, I can't do system transfer. It's actually, this is still under system transfer. So I need to log into the Nintendo account. It's going to do the transfer. It's going to use the system memory. So I don't have to worry about having micro SD Express. And apparently you can't even use any other type for the Switch 2, which is, I guess, Nintendo being difficult, like always. But let me go ahead and take care of this real quick. So good news is we can proceed. I was just so confused. Okay, let's see. So let me just log in and take care of this real quick. Sign into Nintendo account. Keep this page up and scan with your smart device. Really? Why can't I just log in? Why can't I just die? Why is there always some kind of weird okay, let me log in. Yeah, see, I mean, I have to log in anyway. It's just kind of funny. Why can't I just log in using the system? You know? Ooh. Okay, now let me make sure I have the right password here. Oh. email and password not correct. Jesus Christ. It's funny how it says your email or your name, but it will not accept it if you put your email. You have to put your account name. I know I'm still using that email because I still get ads from Nintendo all the freaking time, so... Okay, now I have to put the verification on my Switch too. Let me just go ahead and do that. Yay! Oh, now we have to make the switches have sex with each other. Okay. You won't believe this picture. It's a picture of the Nintendo switches having sex with each other. Let me reconnect this. Oh, I guess I didn't have to do that because it's just sitting there, right? Yeah, so make your Nintendo Switches have sex with each other. Look at the motion, it says... Okay, move the system and source system close together, transfer data. Okay, I have to make sure this is on. It wasn't even on. I wonder if it would still be able to. No, because it has to turn on. Okay. Oh shit! This thing is almost out of battery. Where's the? Doesn't use. Okay. Cool. Yay! Saved. Okay. All right. So it's charging. It was 1% or 0.9%. Maybe less. Okay, so hit next. Bring system. How close do you want it to be? See, I mean, like it says, nudge it. Nudge it closer to your Switch 2. It's right here. It's like right next to it. Okay. Bring the system closer, it says. I don't know how much closer you need it to be. I'm gonna put it like right here. It's basically touching each other. Please do the following on the source Nintendo. Open. Oh, okay. Okay. So open the home menu and select system, and then system transfer. What? And then system transfer. I don't see. Must be here somewhere, right? No? What? Open the home menu, then select system. I don't see it. Maybe I need to update it first. Okay, there's an update actually. Let me just update it real quick. Please connect the AC adapter. Oh, shit. Hopefully. Why wouldn't this be enough? Let me charge it. Let me put it in the charger while it updates. Do I even have to switch? My switch connected to an HDMI source? I don't think I do. See, I just wish that this would be like easier. Why can't it just be easy? Let's see here. Is it connected over there? Do I have to switch over there? I might. Let's see. It could be source 1. No, source 1. 1, 2, 3. I have 3 sources over there. I'm not sure what the third source is. Could be the switch. I'm not sure. Okay. Well, if we just do 1 and 1, and then let me just switch this back. Let's see if we can get an image from the switch coming up. Number 2. 3, 4. 1. No? 2. Shit. This shouldn't be this difficult. Okay, I think it finished the update there at least. Yeah, so successfully downloaded update data. Okay. Okay, let me see if it has that option now. Yeah, system transfer to switch to. It's finally here. Okay. Whew. Amongst other things it's doing. Hopefully this transfer is quick, because I want to make sure that this is not going to die like mid-transfer and then I'm going to have other issues. It is charging though, right? Yeah, it's charging. Yes, because there's the charging indicator. Just want to make sure that it's charging. That's all that matters to me right now. Okay, so let's go back here. Oops. All right, so I'm going to do system transfer to switch 2. This system data will be transferred to the switch 2 system. Okay. Move data from this system to the switch 2 system. All users, all saved data, screenshots, video, system settings. Okay. Yes, next. You can keep playing compatible Nintendo Switch software on the Nintendo Switch 2 system. Some Nintendo Switch games may not be fully supported or fully compatible with Nintendo Switch 2. What? That's some bullshit. There's actually a website that shows you the compatibility. Let me just see what kind of stuff not compatible right now with the Switch 2. Support. Let's just check that real quick, shall we? Nintendo Switch 2 compatibility. It says 100%. Oh, there's maybe 5% not compatible. Software that cannot be used with a Switch 2. Okay, here we go. Labo. I don't have. Hulu. Who watches Hulu on the Nintendo Switch when you can watch it on your phone? Ring Fit. Game that requires Nintendo Switch Joy-Con to play. Okay, that's fine. So you can still use it, but you need the old Joy-Con. So you can't just put this system away completely where it's hard for you to get them, get the stuff that you need. So it looks like I have to leave the old Joy-Cons like easily accessible because I have the Ring Fit Adventure and I have WarioWare Move It. So those two games require you to have the old Joy-Con. And other games that I don't have that also requires the old Joy-Con are 1-2-Switch, Everybody 1-2-Switch, Game Builder Garage, Switch Sports, Labo Toy-Con 1, Toy-Con 2, and Toy-Con 3. Toy-Con 4 is not compatible at all. So 1, 2, 3 compatible with the old Joy-Con. So those are, okay, compatibility-wise is great. Okay, cool. Very cool. All right, so let's continue then. Make sure Switch 2 system is ready. Yes. They're bumping against each other, so it should be good. There's an option that says, I don't have a Switch 2 yet. Okay, done. Ooh, look at this. Save data for the following software will be removed from this. Why? Okay, so what they're doing is like they're completely removing everything and putting in Switch 2. Realistically speaking, that's fine because you're using the Switch 2 from now on anyway. But isn't it a little bit strange that they would just remove it completely? So if you want to play it again on your Switch, what happens to your original Switch? I mean, you still can play it, right? And it's still going to be connected to your account, right? Hopefully. But I guess they're just assuming that you want to just play these now from now on the new Switch. Okay, so the data that I have, I don't have a lot of data in here, apparently. They're only transferring like Nintendo data. That's interesting. Other system data will be copied to the Nintendo Switch 2 system without being removed from... only the Nintendo games, looks like, will be removed from this system. So they list for me Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, Pokemon Legends Arceus, Bravely Default 2 Final Demo. Why is that being transferred? I don't even play that. Let me delete that before it transfers over, because that's just silly. Let me just go ahead and delete that shit. I can find it again. What is it called? Bravely Default. Why is that still in here? Apparently I downloaded the demo. I got so much game on my Switch. I don't see it. Where would that be? Move data between systems. I just want to delete it. Manage software, right? It should be under manage software. Okay, slower maybe. Bravely Default. Still not seeing it. No, I don't have it here. So apparently Bravely did that demo. Let me see. Maybe I never deleted the demo itself. Let's see. Filter by title. Okay. Yeah, it's not even showing as being installed or anything. But for some reason, if you ever downloaded Bravely Default 2 on your Switch, there's some ghost data got left behind, because it's telling me that it's going to get transferred over to the Switch too. But I don't even have that game anymore. So there's remnants of the game still left in the system. Hopefully it's not that big of a, it doesn't take that much space. Maybe it's like 1 megabyte or something less. But that's annoying. It's annoying that it's here, but I can't even find it to delete it. That is bullshit. Square Enix. I don't know how that is still here. I'm gonna give it one last sweep. That's a bad dude. No, definitely not here. So yep, ghost data. They didn't clean it up. Oh well. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and do the system transfer. I just wish that when this pops up that you can select or remove some things, but whatever. Connect the AC adapter before starting the system transfer process. Nintendo. Apparently this USB-C that I have connected to it right now is not enough. Nintendo, the Switch is able to recognize that, hey, that's not the official shit. That's not the official adapter. Let me go get it. Since I'm going to be unplugging the Switch 1 anyway. So now we can just remove it from the back of the monitor here. the power supply. I have to trace it and see where it leads me, because I don't know where it's plugged into. Well, I guess in the meantime, I'm just going to plug it in here. Didn't know that it's going to be like this demanding to get this taken care of, you know. There we go. All right. Make sure, okay. Connected to the switch 2 system. Continue on the switch 2 to download the data. Okay. Just leave that there. Don't vibrate or anything. Okay. Start download. I guess what I should have done was just upload it to the cloud. You know, but again, I didn't know anything about this. I didn't know there's like a complex process involved, you know. I mean, easier way to do this, you know, there definitely an easier way to do it. How about just removing the memory card from the switch and then putting it here? But no, we only want the Express SD card now. The micro SD Express. So, but what really got me was that whole thing about micro SD Express. I was like, this is mandatory, and it didn't help that I went online and I checked. I said, is it mandatory for me to have a micro SD Express to do a system transfer? And then there's this website that says yes. So I should have known better, because it wasn't an official Nintendo's website. It's one of those third-party, you know, one of those gaming sites, and not even like a popular gaming sites, whatever that pull up first, because apparently this is not a hot discussion right now. So that was the only source that I had, and I was like, huh? And then the way that the process actually was unfolding, you know, I didn't realize that it was still part of the system transfer process. I thought that it moved on, that I skipped the system transfer. I didn't want to do this later, because it would be because you have to reset the system if you do it later, which is kind of silly. To factory setting, if you want to transfer the your Nintendo account to the new Switch later on. So I just want to get it done now. So when I turned off the stream, I was looking again, you know, for the micro SD Express. I don't think I ever had an Express. I was like, this is really silly. I said, let me double check this. Is this really true? How could it be? Because if that was the case, they needed to put a warning on the box saying that you will need this, or they would include it, because this is such a basic process, you know, transferring your system or your information from one system to the next one, you know. So, but that was my mistake. But yeah, if I you know, and I've been a gamer for the longest time, if I can get a little rattled by this, you know, can you imagine like some parents who are not gamers trying to do this for their kids? It might be a pain in the ass. So, total pain in the ass. All right, so it's restarting. Okay, done. One minute left. Okay. You can still play the Nintendo Switch games that you purchase. Is it warning me, telling me that I need to get it closer to each other? But it was able to do that for 99%. Oh, it's done. I was going to say, no, that's kind of silly. Okay, it's doing it now. It's doing its thing. But yeah, if you open the box, you don't see the manual, you just need to turn on the system. They need to put, when you open this box, see, it doesn't even have that. When you open this box, what they need to do is, like right here in bold, colorful letters, put graphics on it. Say, turn on the switch to 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 go through the setup process. Something, because they went cheap on this, the production of this, because you don't even get a system manual. Because I was looking for that, I was like, huh, and I couldn't even find. I don't know how how the panel opens in the back. I was like, where's the USB C slot for the power supply? So it's so funny. Ooh, okay. So the theme color from the source system will be carried over. Okay, whatever. Setup complete. Oh, we're set. Let me use this, and hopefully the one of those controller adapters that I have will get a firmware update where I can like use the DualShock on the switch through, So I'll press the home menu. They ran an idea how to make that cooler click to the logo. That's cute. Why is everything so... Oh, because I forgot. They don't have HDR. I set up my stream to capture HDR. But the Switch 2 doesn't have HDR. That's the that's pretty baffling. Baffling thing about the system. It doesn't even support HDR. 2025. Okay, let me just let me take care of that now. So the color is going to look off. There you go. So it's going to update all the games that I have. Oh, very cool. So all the games that I have has already been... Oh, okay. So wait, is it going to download them? I mean, is it going to download every game that I have? What happens if I don't have enough space? Okay, thankfully, I don't think I have that many games that are like downloaded from the store. So... And 256 gigabyte, I think, should be more than enough. I hope. Okay. But yeah, it's gonna download everything. Okay, so I'm gonna claim this Mario Kart World. They don't even give you the the physical copy. For the bundle, all you get is the code. All right, let me just go ahead and claim that. So I'm gonna do that real quick. How do you, oh, you have to go to the store, right, to claim. You have to go to the eShop. I guess I should just go using the, Yeah, I'm just gonna do it online. Let me just do it online. It's better, faster, way faster. So what I'm thinking is they're probably gonna have League of Legends on the Switch too, in the future because how you can use the this is the clever thing about the Switch 2 is the mouse thing. You know, you can use the controller as a mouse because now it opens up all these different genres for the system. Like they can pretty much easily port League of Legends now to the Switch 2, and it would be very playable. Not just the not like Guardians of Middle Earth kind of basic functionality, but being able to Switch 2 might not be powerful enough to be able to do that though. Being able to look at the whole battleground, just move wherever, might be some system limitation. But MOBAs are gonna be easier to port to Switch 2. Um, because of that, it's very clever. I'll give them that. I mean, the whole controller as a mouse thing is very clever. All right, so I'll just leave this back here. Let me go claim my Mario Kart game, and hopefully we can play it a little later. So I don't know how fast the download is, how big the game is. Let's see here. Oops. Mario Kart World. Okay. Mario Kart. I'll tell you, the Mario Kart games. My favorite Mario Kart was. An older Mario Kart. I think I don't like the Double Trouble with the two riders. I didn't like that one. Which Mario Kart was my favorite? I'm trying to think. It's on GameCube is the Double Trouble, right? I think it's probably before that. But Mario Kart, for me, I always felt like Mario Kart's been kind of, not that exciting. My favorite kart racer is actually Diddy Kong Racing. That's the best. And then, from Nintendo, that would be the best one. I don't think even Nintendo made that. I think that was made by Rare. But the best kart racer to me is Sonic All Stars Racing. Transform. The best. For sure. And oops, too many. Here. Oh. Wait, please check your entry for invalid characters. Redeem a code. This is 16 codes, right? Okay, let's see. Oops. I'm typing in something incorrect. Oh, that's not an O, maybe. Here we go. Why can't they just do... Well, maybe they did. Yay, I claimed it. Okay, confirm redemption. Confirm to this account? Yes. So now I can show the code. Can't even see it anyway, but... Registry, redemption complete. Very cool. Yeah, very easy to just do it online. On the website. Oh, it's downloading now. I hope I have enough space. Like I said, I don't know how big this is. But anyway. Let's check out the options. Let's go to system settings. Let's see what they got over here. Bluetooth audio. Okay. Accessibility. Oh, we gotta make sure that this is not display. What? turn on HDR output. It does have HDR. Oh, okay. They just it doesn't have. I think what they don't have is Dolby Vision and stuff like that. It does have HDR, but apparently the menu is not HDR for sure because you saw the color all messed up because I set up the I set this up to capture HDR, and when the color's all messed up like that, it means that it's not HDR. See, let's check. Let's check back. Let's go back there and see. Maybe. Oh, I forgot that B is. Yeah, the system UI is not HDR. All right, let's go back there. So I guess only when the game is compatible, HDR compatible, will you see HDR image. Okay. TV resolution. I have 4K. I think the problem right now is because of because right now I have this connected to my receiver, so or maybe that's why it's not pushing out HDR. No, because but 1080p also gets HDR too, so the menu is just not HDR, but I'll confirm it later. What I'm gonna do, because right now all I'm doing is I'm connecting the switch to my receiver, and the receiver connects to the capture device. I have a 4K splitter, a matrix, HDMI matrix. I just need to connect the switch to the matrix, and I can get the 4K videos. So I'll do that after we're done here. I'll probably do that before I stream Mario Kart World, so just so I can see how it looks like for the first time ever a Nintendo game in 4K. So dock output information. What? Oh, okay. Let me just HDR actual output maybe. Okay. Right now, see, right now it's not pushing out. My cam is there, but what it says is, let me just show you. Oops. It's saying that it's not pushing out HDR, so that's why it's all discolored and shit. Now the one thing that my matrix doesn't have is the 144 hertz, because I think supposedly the Switch 2 is pushing VFR, variable frame rate, whatever, up to 144. If I want it, I have to connect it straight to my TV. And the problem on my monitor, I'm using a Samsung ultra wide right now. The problem with that is this monitor doesn't have a digital output. So until I get a matrix that can process that, I'm pretty much stuck with just up to 60 hertz, which is fine. I mean, but it's not like this Nintendo game is going to be able to push the frame rates anyway. So, but yeah, I just need to get one of those. I can't find one. I need one of those audio extractors where I can just connect the HDMI to the audio extractor into this monitor so that I can at least get the digital audio to my receiver. I'm not sure if I'm not sure if you use a receiver for your gaming systems, but to upgrade receivers these days, they get pretty pricey. They don't have like a mid-range unit anymore when it comes to receivers. So if you want to have like a good receiver now, you have to pay like $1,000 plus. I mean, there used to be a time when you can get a pretty good unit for like $400, $500, but now they're all $1,000 plus if you want to get a good unit. So I'm still sticking with my Yamaha from 10 years ago, I think, which is still doing pretty good. I used to have a Dolby Atmos compatible Onkyo with Dolby Atmos, but the problem with Onkyo is like they die every 4 years. Like I didn't learn my lesson apparently because I had Onkyos in the past. Whenever I have an Onkyo receiver, they usually eventually actually die. They always die off eventually. So that one died, and then I went back to my and that was when I first noticed that the receivers, the mid-range receivers, and nowadays they're like pretty expensive, and so you really have to say, okay, do I really want this? Before you can, unless you're a millionaire or whatever, but you it's some it might not be worth it. Like for me, the only thing missing is the Atmos. I used to love Dolby Atmos is great. This Yamaha doesn't support Dolby Atmos, so I'm missing that now. I've been missing that for like a couple of years. So, but yeah, that was the problem with the Onkyo. They eventually just die. I mean, after that, I was like, okay, I'm not gonna get an Onkyo anymore. And then I noticed that okay, Onkyo is not even releasing a lot of receivers these days. I don't think they make receivers anymore. But yeah, to get a decent unit it's gonna cost you $1,000 plus. But anyway, let's see where we're at with download. It's slow. Everyone's downloading it right now. 1 hour. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna stop here. I'm gonna upload my Switch 2 videos to YouTube. We're gonna stop here. Once this is done downloading, I'm going to stream some Mario Kart World in in 1080p, for the stream, but I'm gonna play it in 4K. So I'm gonna set this up where it connects to my HDMI matrix so I can get the 4K on this Switch 2. And thank you so much for watching. Yeah, that was such an adventure, setting up the Switch 2. Especially the whole part about the micro SD thing. That freaked me out. But yeah, we're all set up now. After I'm gonna remove the old Switch system. So this is gonna be placed where the old Switch was. And then we're gonna play Mario Kart World in a couple of hours because everyone's downloading it and Nintendo is not ready to serve the whole entire world. The server is probably like dying right now. But anyway, bye.